Hey, everybody. Jim here, and this is, for all intents and purposes, my final hard off video. Presumably, I don't know. But this, I filmed this some time ago, over a month ago, when I was still in Japan. I'm not anymore. I am in the United States of America as I record this, and I'm just watching this video. I barely remember what I recorded, actually. I just, the usual, combing through some hard offs, trying to find some games on this, what was a rather rainy, gray day in my neighborhood in West Tokyo, Japan. And we're going to get in these stores and see what we can find. My hunch is it's going to be video games. So let's see what we got. All right. Here's a PC Engine core graphics with a CD attachment. Controllers, cords, everything. About $100. I was going to get it. But then I noticed that the CD unit wasn't working. It was marked on the price sticker. So I ended up passing, which was very much a bummer to me. WonderSwan games. I picked up a few. I always like to pick up new WonderSwan games whenever I can, just because they're they're kind of uncommon. Some Super Famicom games down in that case. Lots of handheld stuff here. I'm not huge on handhelds though, so I didn't really pick up much except for WonderSwan. Final Fantasy VII for $2. I'm not likely to find that for that price in the States, unfortunately. Even though it's extremely common. That was a very good selling game. Final Fantasy VIII, $3, also very good. Always love combing through the PlayStation section in a hard off, just because there's always so much. Typically, every time I go, I'll find some random game I've never heard of before, just by virtue of the fact that so many games were released for it. Some Saturns. I love the look of the white Saturn. Unfortunately, I don't have one, but I don't know. Some other time, I guess. Biohazard 2 DualShock version. Fantastic game. Dino Crisis, Dorambo, which is a good shoot 'em up. Yeah, just tons of PlayStation games. One of my favorite systems ever, actually, the original PlayStation. Just a huge library of great stuff. Always fun to dig through those. Dreamcast games for my beloved Dreamcast. Shenmue 2. Kind of like deluxe edition with a couple of bonus discs in it. Gundam, because who doesn't love some Gundam? I love Gundam. I really do. One of my favorite series of anime. Vampire Savior, fantastic game, especially on the Saturn. That 4 megabyte RAM card really makes a difference. Any 2D fighter on the Saturn is going to look pretty damn good. Big PS2 section here. Ultraman and Kamen Rider game. That looks pretty cool. Didn't get that though. I was being unusually frugal this day, I think. It's pretty unusual for me. I usually kind of throw caution to the wind when I'm buying my games. Project Justice. Fantastic game. That's a series I'd love to see Capcom bring back, is Rival Schools. Always love those games. Some Dragon Ball Z action. What was that? Shin Butoden and Legends. Pretty good games. Dragon Ball Z games are usually kind of hit or miss, but those aren't so bad. Muscle Bomber, aka Saturday Night Slam Masters, another great Capcom 16-bit game. For my money, from 8 to 32-bit, there's not a whole lot you can complain about with Capcom. Twin Snakes, which I did end up buying. Not a huge Metal Gear fan, but the first game I like a lot, so I ended up getting that. Lots of Famicom stuff here. That pink box houses the Japanese version of River City Ransom. That's one of my favorite series of games, actually, the Kunio-kun series. And as you just saw, a whole bunch of Famicom games. And here I'm going to the bargain bins. Lots of peripherals and random stuff up there. Lots of loose carts and things. Pretty much everything down this aisle should be roughly $1. If it doesn't have a price sticker on it, it's $1 or 100 yen, whichever you prefer. It's basically the exact same thing. Street Fighter Zero, I really do enjoy that game. I enjoy that entire series, actually. Alpha 3 might be my favorite Street Fighter game. I don't know, usually you won't find too much to get excited about in the bargain bins, but I have found some really good deals, but you just gotta dig. I found games like Ghost in the Shell and Xenogears for $1, so if you're patient, you could maybe find something of note. I did end up finding a bunch of PC Engine games in one of these boxes after I put the camera away, and I was too lazy to get the camera back out, so you're not going to see that, but you can take my word for it. And then lots of just junk consoles. If you can fix up consoles, that's probably something you'd be interested in. Okay, back on the road. I guess I'll take this moment to kind of explain a few things. I am moved back to the United States next week, actually. I'm moving to my new home in Texas. That's right, I'm going to be just another Texas YouTuber, I guess. And I'll probably not be there much longer than a year to a year and a half before I return to Japan, hopefully permanently. Just, you know how it is, work stuff, school stuff, all that junk. And then I guess at that time I'll be able to do more stuff like this, more hard off vids and everything. But until then, I'm American, baby. All right, here we are in another hard off, my real go-to one, actually. You can see boxed Mega Drives up there. They're like $70-something, which I guess you can get away with. I don't know. I guess that's reasonable. I'm not sure. And then there are, PlayStations, PS2s, Wii U's, Famicoms, which are really nice and white. Kind of unusual, actually. They usually, when you find them, they're at least kind of yellowed. 64 with lots of controllers for like $100 almost. Super Famicoms, and this one comes with a cool carrying case, only $50. Very cool. You got Dreamcasts. There's some PCFX consoles up there, GameCubes, and Saturns, of course. There's a High Saturn, or a Hitachi Saturn, another cool-looking Saturn that I don't own, but I'd like to. Case, not much in this case, actually. There's Family Basic, in case you want to, whatever the hell you do with it. I don't know, what do you program? I don't know what the hell that thing is, really. It's a keyboard, though. PS2. I also love combing through PS2 sections as well. Another, again, like the PS1, just by virtue of the fact that it was a really popular console with a whole lot of games released for it. You can usually find something new pretty much each and every time you go digging through the PlayStation 2 section. I always enjoy that. Sengoku Basara. Very good, like Dynasty Warriors, but with a little more over-the-top Japanese flavor. I like that series a lot. See down there, Evangelion, Fist of the North Star. All kinds of good stuff. Yes, PlayStation 2. And Xbox 360, which is kind of slim pickings. Really, the only Japanese 360 games I buy are the bullet hell shooters and things. You see a pretty scant Dreamcast and Saturn section, but oh my, I'm like drawn magnetically to any PC Engine games. Kung Fu, Mr. Heli, which I did not have, so I ended up buying. PC Engine is actually my favorite system to collect for Bikuriman World, just because before coming to Japan I didn't know shit about the PC Engine, so PC Engine games for me are like a box of chocolates. They're delicious. No, it's because I never know what I'm going to get, so I always grab as many PC Engine games as I can whenever I can. There's some 64, GameCube, lots of Famicom games, and Super Famicom games they have hung up here like this, which it's nice that they have such a big selection, but it can be such a royal pain in the ass to kind of flip through and try to find what you want. especially I've had requests in the past from friends if I can pick them up games. So when I go hunting down that game, one particular game for that person, I have to flip through all these damn games. Parodius. I do like me some Parodius. Any Konami shoot 'em up really is guaranteed fun. But yeah, so huge selection, but it can get a little tedious flipping through all those games. Here's the case with all the crimes being committed on prices. There's Hyperstone Heists and Goku Blade. There's some Sonic game down there, maybe Adventure 2, Zelda collection, all super expensive stuff, and then some expensive DVD collections. I'm going to wrap this up as I come around to this PlayStation section, because this vid's almost over. So I just want to say thanks to everyone for watching and supporting the channel over these past few years. I'm going to continue making vids and things for my channel while I'm in Texas. So thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.